Not everyone has $500 to $5,000 to spend on a home espresso machine, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy specialty coffee at home. All you really need is a $40 plunger and some amazing specialty coffee beans. Which, by the way, did you know you can get high quality coffee beans from us online at Coffee Beans Delivered? Now you can use whatever coffee plunger you like, but I find my friend R2D2 here makes the best coffee in town. Isn't that right, R2? I have no idea what he's saying. I'm Ryan from Coffee Beans Delivered, and today I'm going to show you the ultimate home plunger coffee recipe. The old way to make coffee was to just throw everything in and wait 3 or 4 minutes and then serve it up. But we now understand how to extract the tastiest flavors out of coffee, and now I'm going to show you how. Today I'm using our delicious organic Nicaraguan coffee. Grinding the beans as you go is the best way to get the most flavor out of it, but if you don't have a grinder, just ask for a medium coarse grind. I normally recommend a medium coarseness to the grind because being submerged in the water, it's going to give it a more balanced extraction. However, I've listened to many customers and some prefer it a little bit punchier and find that the coarseness of this grind is a little bit too light tasting. In which case, ask for a finer grind or grind it a lot finer yourself. But be careful, because if you grind it too fine, you're going to over extract the coffee and it's going to taste bitter. So unless you like it like that, just be careful not going too fine. How much coffee you need depends on how much you're going to brew. And while there's obviously a maximum amount your plunger can brew, there is no real minimum. So you can just make one coffee in this size plunger. I find the best extraction happens around the ratio of 1 to 16, which is 16 grams of coffee to 270 mils of water, or 1 heaped scoop or large tablespoon to 1 cup. If you don't have precision equipment, that's the best way to do it. So you'll want to heat your kettle up to about 93 degrees. But if you don't have a precision kettle, that's easily fixed. Just boil your regular kettle up, let it cool for 30 seconds, no more, and that's going to bring it down to about 93 degrees. Now just put in some boiling water in the bottom of the plunger just to heat up the glass a bit. And what this means is that the hot water will focus on extracting your grinds rather than leaking the energy out to heat up the glass. So add the grinds in and pour just 50 mils, or just enough to cover the grinds. Should mix it in gently just to get an even extraction out of all the grinds. And the reason for this is if you just pour all the water in and sit back and relax, the CO2 that's released from the grind forces all the grinds to raise up to the top and they don't extract evenly, and you end up with a sour and quite an under-extracted coffee. Now that you've saturated all the grinds, you can just add the rest of the water in, place the lid on and let it steep for 6 to 8 minutes. We're not pushing it down yet. Now it's important that you don't rush this steeping process. If you only leave it a couple of minutes, it's going to be under extracted, so a full 6 to 8 minutes. Now that we've waited 8 minutes, we can start to slowly push the lid down. It's important not to push too fast, because agitating the coffee now while it's already extracting is going to over extract it, and then it will cause it to be quite bitter. If you do find it's giving you resistance, just gently pull it back up, let it settle and push again. Now that we've reached the bottom, it's fully extracted and ready to serve up. You can leave it in there if you want to, but to avoid over extracting it, I prefer to serve it straight up. So there's your ultimate plunger recipe. Now it's over to you guys to share us your tips and secret recipes. I'm Ryan from Coffee Beans Delivered. Enjoy your brew.